a guild yet?
Flowers? I've got Oh! I have a flower that will match your outfit perfectly. Just nod and play along. I have a secret message from Da Vinci.
What is it? Sorry, but no performances for the time being.
Henderson recorded his adventures in the form of songs a long time ago. If he ever knew anything about the Golem's heart, there would be clues in his lyrics. The problem is, he took a bad hit to the head in the past, and he said he doesn't remember the lyrics anymore because of it. However, it's possible Carvanet, a longtime fan of his, might know.
What do you want?
You met Carvanet in the desert black market, but it seems he is too deeply saddened by a recent heartbreak to be of much help. Still determined to woo her, he said he can win his love's heart by giving her a valuable accessory, which requires rare materials in order to craft it. Materials for the accessory Carvanet wants to craft are desert flower roots, which are found in the monolith wastelands, and cobra wings, which are acquired by hunting cobras. Naturally, these two monsters are infamous in the monolith wastelands for their violent temperaments.
Oh my! Ah, that's an old hit from back in the day. It began like this.
Carvanet was delighted to receive the crafting materials and tried to sing you Henderson's song, only to realize he couldn't remember the very important second half. He'd written the full lyrics on a very long silk scarf, but it was recently stolen by the Sandflame bandits. He said he would give you the scarf if you retrieved it. The Sandflame bandits are outlaws who steal from tax carriers and merchants passing through the monolith wastelands. They'll happily do anything for money. And because they're always drunk, they do not fear anyone.
Oh, did you learn the lyrics, my friend?
Upon reading the lyrics, Henderson said that he'd heard that Sienna, a comrade of his, had broken the heart-shaped stone into pieces and hidden them away. Apparently, the pieces can be collected and put back together using a device in the chapel. He told you to remember the following lyrics. Let's fuse the heart pieces. 3, 2, 1. The golem will rise when the heart is done. You hunted all the monsters and collected the ingredients needed for the solution to open the chests, as Henderson instructed. You found the hidden chest and unsealed it by applying the magic solution. Within it was a fragment of the golem's heart. Each of the 3 fragments is marked with dots that seem to indicate numbers.
An intruder everywhere! We must fight it!
Where is it?
I guess you came to die! Oh, my. Are you all right?
Upon reviving the golem's heart, many Archean forces rushed in, having sensed the mana waves it created. It was not until after you defeated them all in a fierce battle that Resistance wizard Sienna Parsons appeared. She helped you absorb the intense power of the golem's heart and urged you to use it for good, not evil. There was an old bag on top of the broken golem, just as Sienna said there would be. The old and torn bag seemed to contain many memories shared with someone.
It's been more than 10 years since I touched this hood. Back in those days, I wasn't afraid of monsters or the Archean Legion. I thought I would never be able to sing that song again. But thanks to you, it's been reborn in my heart.
As soon as Henderson saw the bag, his eyes lit up, like he was seeing an old friend for the first time in a long while. He took an old hood from the bag and began to sing, recalling many memories. A crowd gathered to listen to his performance, and touched by it, gave him a cheering round of applause.
Sienna Parsons. As a show of faith, whenever we achieve something towards that goal, we will add a stone to a pile here as proof. As a pile of stones will someday become a tall tower, Stone God will one day be freed, and then we will start a new journey in search of our dreams. Until then, we are determined to become one and fight against evil. Sienna, Henderson, and Louis.
Sienna Parsons, Henderson Harmon, and Louis Hasten were comrades who shared many a past mission and adventure. They have since gone separate ways in pursuit of their own dreams, but their stories will live on forever through heroic ballads.
We're almost there.
In the rocky terrain to the northwest of Stoneguard, there is a path formed by a giant sandworm passing through the rocks. We should be cautious, as there have been frequent reports of missing adventurers here recently.
My God! You can see me? I have been standing here for more than 10 years, and not a single person has ever seen, let alone spoken with me. Finally, the one who can help me has come.
Warning! This is the great corridor through which Queen Bellandir roams. Entering risks your life. Go back from whence you came.
Oh my, I'm done for. Oh, my camels.
Glenn Richhill wanted to dissuade his daughter from trying to hunt down Queen Bellandir. He was well aware of the Queen's horror, given that he died after losing his leg to her. Having witnessed the aftermath of Queen Bellandir's work in person, you could understand why he was so worried about his daughter that he was unable to leave this world.
Get over here. Hurry it up. I got lucky. Queen Bellandir refuses to give up on her prey once she's marked them for the hunt. People would say it's fate for us to meet, so let's get on with the introductions.
I'm busy doing some maintenance at the moment, my friend. Were you hoping to go up to see the observatory? As you can see, the ladder is under repair. It will take some time to fix it properly. Maybe you can fly down to the observatory, if you can jump from that lofty hill there. You're not really going to try that, are you?
I've never seen you before. What brings you here?
The investigation team stumbled across Queen Bellandir during their survey, leading her to launch a fierce attack. If it had not been for the wizard Josephine Craft, they might have failed to escape. You then sought out Marcia Richhill, Glenn's daughter and Sandworm Raid Group captain. You tried to persuade her to cease her plan to defeat Queen Bellandir. However, she did not relent.
I must...
Hey. There you are. Did you meet with Marcia? Did she agree to stop pursuing Queen Bellandir?
When Glenn realized that he couldn't stop his daughter, he decided to help her. He recalled the trap Marcia had prepared and thought that if he could lure Queen Bellandir, his daughter could achieve her goal without being in danger. Perhaps the wizard Josephine can find a way to help Marcia.
Oh, we meet again. You look like you have something important to tell me.
Josephine recalled some passages in Clay's book and found a way to lure Queen Bellandir. She also informed you that the source of Queen Bellandir's power was something known as a star fragment. Those star fragments contain pure power. Someone created a monster called Queen Bellandir out of evil intent. decided to use Queen Bellandir's attraction to powerful mana to lure her in. Now, in order to create artificially powerful mana, you need to create a lure using Armadillo's sharp scales.
Here lies the impregnable fortress, guarded by giant ants. Even the magical forces of Arceum could not occupy this place. There is a legend that the very same power which made Stoneguard barren created a giant and cruel queen ant.
This is a sandworm hatchery. It's a dangerous place, so you should leave. Now, you can get potent poison sacs from baby sandworms. Shape-shift into an insect, and... What I need is... Wow! I didn't expect to discover this precious thing. The shell is very fragile. Try not to damage it. What? I shouldn't have come here. Let's get out of here before more of them come.
The potent sandworm poison sac is also used as a raw material for mana production. It is particularly suitable for a mana amplifier to lure Queen Bellandir, because it can be used to freely adjust the emitted level of mana based on external conditions.
If you want to know more about Queen Bellandir, I'm sure Clay's book will help. I left it on my desk, so feel free to read it whenever you feel like it. You're back just in time. I found the right magic schema that we can use for the bait. Since you have all the ingredients I mentioned, let's get started right away.
The first attempt to build the device for luring Queen Bellandir ended in failure. Since common elemental fusion stones often contain impurities, they cannot be used to contain delicate and complex schema, like the magic schema for attracting monsters. Josephine explained that making a pure elemental fusion stone will make up for this error.
In the past, Solavian Order Grand Elder Scultis used a fragment of the Star of Silivith to turn a sandworm into Queen Bellandir.
Purified water used to draw a magic schema is essential to making a pure elemental fusion stone. This is because low water purity can lead to errors in the schema. In the desert where water is scarce, cactus water can be used as a viable substitute.
The sandworm's poison sac, the source of poisonous mana, reacts sensitively to external conditions.
You can get a glimpse of Clay's interest in the various monsters and poisons of Silesium through his books. These books contain interesting information, such as the fact that the mighty Queen Bellandir was originally a small sandworm, and that sandworm poison sacs have the rare ability to detect another being's mana. It is important to consider not only the size of the sand particles used for the pure elemental fusion stone, but also whether they contain their own impurities. Moonlit sand crystals can be ground to very fine particles and are the purest of their kind.
I've been waiting. Did you get the materials yet?
Careful, there are swarms of dangerous monsters just hanging around the Midnight Oasis.
Like I mentioned, I made the device for luring Queen Bellandir so it can be controlled remotely.
Having finished crafting the pure elemental fusion stone, the device for luring Queen Bellandir was complete. After installing the device, you press the button of the remote control to amplify the mana emitted and attract Queen Bellandir. The remote control must be operated at a minimum safe distance from the device.
What brings you here this time?
Upon learning about the luring device, Marcia wanted to catch Queen Bellandir immediately. However, in order to do so, a full-scale offensive involving the entire Sandworm raid group is needed, and most of the troops are already active in the Sandworm hatchery. Marcia's troops need help to finish the job and return quickly.
Sandworms and spiders are swarming the Queen Bellandir lair.
Yes, I saw them rushing in.
Why are the bugs swarming in like that?
The Sandworm Raid Group regularly carries out operations to reduce the sandworm population. Once these begin, all but essential members of the squad remain in the sandworm hatchery and only return when the mission is complete. The best and only way to get the squad members to come back is to help them complete their operation quickly.
I've been waiting. We've set so many traps for Queen Bellandir already.
Marcia and her group had already set up a trap in the hopes of catching Queen Bellandir. Unfortunately, it had proved useless, with the Queen never showing up at it. With the new luring device, however, she could be attracted to the trap and captured as planned. The place Marcia mentioned was filled with bombs and gunpowder chests, all meant to kill Queen Bellandir. Even the fearsome beast would struggle to survive if caught there during the blast. The luring device was installed in a chest, placed in the center of the trap.
You're back. We're all set here. Shall we begin the operation?
After Marcia pressed the button on the remote switch, Queen Bellandir charged. Her fierce attack was cut short when she stopped in the middle of the trap and took flight. Determined to bring her down, the raid group let fly every arrow they had. The enormous sandworm was engulfed in an explosion as the gunpowder chest caught fire, but managed to escape.
After so many tries, I finally dealt her a critical blow. We may not have caught her, but we'll finish her off next time for sure.
Marcia succeeded in critically injuring Queen Bellandir, and felt confident that the next battle against her would be the last. When she learned all of this stemmed from her ghostly father's request, she was filled with bittersweet gratitude. Above all, she now hopes her father can rest in peace. A stone engraved with the names of all those killed by Queen Bellandir rests on one side of the camp. This memorial only honors the officially identified victims, so it is impossible to guess how many more fell prey to her over the years.
Do you have business in Lasland by any chance? Then I'd like to ask you one last favor.
The picture that Marcia asked you to deliver to her brother was a sign of her deep and aching longing for her family. It showed her childhood home, where she and her siblings shared many good times with their father Glenn before he lost his leg. After slaying Queen Bellandir, it is Marcia's dream to rebuild the house there. Humans only defeated Queen Bellandir once in the past. Among those she devoured that day was Rowan, who possessed the power of a star fragment. Rowan transformed into an ethereal violet phoenix and burst through her tough carapace. This was the first time Queen Bellandir experienced such pain, and she fled in surprise.